What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to preface this video by saying this video is being recorded at 8:32 a.m. Right? Um, and the reason why I record it so early is because I like to get my videos out and what my opinions are for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, all these different things that we have on my mind. A lot of times it's not really based on what is happening right now, but this video does have more of um, a picture on what is happening right now within the market and what's going to happen for the next couple of days as we see information come out from the FOMC meeting. So I wanted to talk about this and I wanted to see how or explain to you how this is kind of going to be make or break for cryptocurrency at the moment and what you can expect to do with any of these scenarios that do take place. So guys, if you could make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. I do have some referral links down below as well. If you guys want to sign up for KuCoin or Crypto.com or Webull or anything, those are down below as well. But let's take some time to talk about the FOMC meeting before we get into the actual breakdown and what we saw within this article. Understanding that inflation was at a very, very high point where we see it at 9%, 7%, 6%. We're seeing in high inflation numbers where you're bringing in an extra 2% from your job, and inflation for the next year rises by 9%. It's like, all right, well, am I even making more money? I'm technically making less money with all the things that I have to buy, like eggs and gas and all of these other things that are skyrocketing in price. And it's like we're not making as much money. Even though we're making more money, we're spending a lot more money on the normal things that we're buying. Well, the way to fight inflation is by raising interest rates, right? And what we do see is within these FOMC meetings is that they are going to give us a reaction, right? We have expectations, just like we have with expectations for inflation numbers and how the market reacts to that. We have expectations for rate hikes, right? If we're going to see 25 basis points or 50 basis points or 75 basis points, we never know, right? We're going to see an increase to that, and the market reacts based on that. And we're going to see negativity versus positivity if we kind of meet expectations a little bit. Now, for the past couple of months, we've been seeing inflation kind of easing a little bit, down, and we've been seeing less and less it's going through, and not as much of a rate hike that we do see in the past, or than we did see in the past. So now we're getting to the point to where this is kind of a make or break point where we're like, are we fully easing on inflation, or are we going to ease on the hikes, or are we going to see that increase in hikes just to kind of remain stable, keep stability up, and make sure that we're not in like a false positive situation here. So anyways, let's get into some of this information here, and then we'll also get into what the crypto market is doing right now. Actually, let's go into what the crypto market is doing right now. So currently at 8:35 a.m., we're seeing it down about 0.49%. Yesterday, we saw a decrease. We saw this at a high, I believe, at $1.07 trillion market cap. I believe that's what it was. It might have been a little bit higher, a little bit lower, give or take 0.01, trillion, or I guess 10 billion, right? But if we're looking at Bitcoin, we're seeing that at the same, dominance. We're seeing it at 42% versus the 38% that we saw at a lower time in the market, which is definitely interesting. But things are coming back. You see Ethereum down by 3%. You see XRP that's down by 5%. But you can see that within the last hour, we're seeing a lot of things that are moving. Terra Luna is moving. Terra Luna Classic's moving. Aptos is moving a little bit. In the last 24 hours, we're seeing a lot of things that are down, but Dogecoin is up. Some other things are up, and you're seeing things that are, getting more into the positive after seeing a little bit of a pullback over this last day or so. But people are getting prepared for what's going to happen today, because today we have the start of the FOMC meeting. However, it's not going to be until the end of it to where we do get whatever the interest rate hikes are, or the interest rate hike will be. But basically, if we go into just a little bit of section here, what are the markets expecting for the FOMC meeting? The S&P traded about 2.5% in the week before the January to February FOMC meeting. The market is expecting an increase of 25 basis points or 0.25 percentage points in Fed's target rate, Gibson says. There is a possibility that the Fed could increase the rate to 50 basis points as it did after the last FOMC meeting, but a hike of 50 basis points seems unlikely. We have seen some progress in terms of inflation coming down. So the thinking is the Fed might now start to ease off its rate hikes. So that's why the market is thinking that 25 basis points is more likely at this meeting. However, those expectations aren't always correct. Markets can get volatile when they're proven wrong. If markets are expected at 25 basis points hike, and it turns out to be a 50 basis points hike, that would be somewhat of a surprise. So markets would react negatively to that. So this is where people are getting ready for that because they're thinking that it's going to be 50. Like a lot of people in my live stream today said, yeah, it might be 50 because a lot of regular traders and institutions are not in the markets heavily. But regular traders are, buying in as you see things that are skyrocketing up, right? It goes from an $800 billion market cap in crypto up to a $1.07 trillion market cap, obviously increasing by over 200 billion, right? So when you're seeing an increase like that, you're like, all right, this is the start of the bull market. We're ready to go. Let's get it. And this is kind of going to make or break where crypto goes. Because if we see a 50 basis point hike, there may be a chance that we drop below the $1 trillion market cap overall and maybe even fall a lot further. And then what this does is create some buying opportunities for people, but also create some losers in the market. To where people are like, oh, I thought it was a bull run. I'm going to get out until it actually is a bull run. And they're going to lose. And then it's going to skyrocket again and they're going to miss their opportunity. So it's definitely a difficult situation to where right now I feel like this is kind of a make or break moment. We are in the middle of where we can say, do we want this to be at 25 basis points? Do we want it to be at expectation, or would it be at 50 basis points to where it would be a surprise to a lot of people and we would see the markets absolutely fall? Now, my opinion and what I want, which I don't think we should have a massive effect in the market, but we will, is I want to see 50 basis points. I want us to remain strong. And then if we need to, go back on that months later, I mean, go ahead and do that. But the point is that I want to see, I don't know if this easing of inflation is a false positive, basically, to where we're seeing it, inflation kind of give in a little bit, and then we're going to see inflation start to pick up, and then we didn't really make the moves necessary to make things stable or maintain things at the level that they're at. So I don't know. I'm kind of hoping for 50 basis points. I mean, it gives me maybe another opportunity if I do find a time to where I can invest. And that may be it. So we'll see. We will see. But I know that right now this is kind of make or break for crypto on whether we're going to see more bullish momentum. Same thing with the stock market, or whether we're going to see things fall back down to kind of some lower lows here, which is interesting as well. So you let me know what you're thinking. I know we're excited to see what's coming out of this, but we're also anxious, and we also feel like it's not going to be the most positive thing when we just want green in the market. That's really all we want. It's just a bunch of green to gain all of our gains from buying at these low points that we've been buying the dip, seeing the gains. That's what we want to see. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are also in the description. There's a lot of other things, referral links that are down below. Feel free to check those out. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.